Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. This is our first lesson. We're gonna learn the 28 Arabic letters. So let's start with our first letter, حرف الألف, which is written like a stick. So we have first how it's written at the start of a word, which we have here, ab, which means father. Then we have in the middle, bab, which is door. Here, why we wrote bab with two A's, it's because ba with an alif becomes double A, so it's gonna be a long ba. So it's gonna become bab. Then at the end of the sentence, we have hawa, which means air. A little note here. So when it comes to tashkil, which is how letters are read, when you're a beginner, we use these always, but when you become advanced, you're gonna observe that some books don't have really tashkil. So first of all, we have the first stroke at the top of the letter. It's red. For example, this is the letter ba, so it's gonna be red, ba. Next, we have the one that's like a 9, which is red, bo. Then we have the one that's under the letter, which is red, B. Then we have a circle, which is red, B, which is like a silent way to read the letter. Okay, so we're done with harful alif. Then we're gonna proceed with harfu al-ba. By the way, when I say harf, it means letter. Okay, so next we're gonna proceed with harfu al-ba. For the start, it's written like this, bait, which means house. Then in the middle, kabir, which means big. Then at the end we have hub, which means love. Next we have harfu at-ta. At the start of the sentence, we have tufah, which means apple. Then we have kitab, which means book. Then we have bint, which means girl. Next we have harfu atha. When you say atha with 3 dots, you want to pronounce it like think. So harfu atha, pronounce it like you say think. Okay, so first word we have thalj, which means snow. Then we have mithl or mithla, which means like or similar to. Then we have bahth, which means research. Okay, next one we have harfu al-jim. So first one we have jamal, which means camel. Then we have rajul, which means man. Then we have again thalj, which means snow. Okay, so this is part 1, so we're gonna go to part 2. Okay, here we have harfu al-ha. So you wanna pronounce it like from your throat. So you wanna say ha. Okay, so the first word we have halib, which means milk. Then we have bahr, which means sea. Then we have milh, which means salt. Next we have harfu al-kha. When you pronounce it, you want to pronounce it like using the top of your mouth when it's empty. So you say kha while opening your mouth. Okay, so first word we have khubz, which means bread. Then we have makhbaz, which means bakery. Then we have طبخ, which means cooking. Next we have حرف الدال. So first word we have dars, which is lesson. Then we have madrasa, which means school. Then we have walad, which means boy. Next one we have حرف الذال with a dot. You want to pronounce it like when you say this, so you use this pronunciation to say حرف الذال. Okay, next one we have ذهب, which means gold. Then we have أذن, which is ear. Then we have لذيذ, which means delicious. You notice here we have two E's. It's because we have here حرف الياء, which makes things longer to pronounce. So, for example, here we have لذيذ. It's gonna become a longer the. Okay, next one we have حرف الراء, which you want to roll with your tongue a bit to say حرف الراء. So, first word we have رجل, which means man. Then we have ورق, which means paper. Then we have قمر, which means moon. Moon, then we have next one we have حرف الزاي. So first word we have زهرة, which means flower. Then we have موزة, which is banana. Last one we have خبز, which is bread. Okay, last one for this part is حرف السين. So first word we have سمك, which is fish. Then we have مسجد, which is mosque. Last one we have shams, which means sun. Okay, next one, part 3, we have حرف الشين with 3 dots. So first word we have shams, which is sun. Then we have mushmis, which means sunny. Last one we have عيش, which means life, or in some dialects like Moroccan, it means bread. Okay, so next one we have حرف الصاد. You want to use it like a heavy sad, not like the last one حرف السين. Sin and sad are different. So sin is light, you pronounce it lightly, but for حرف الصاد it's heavier. So make sure you don't mistake between them. So for حرف الصاد, at the beginning of the word, it's written like this. So for example, we have صديق, which means friend. Then we have قصة, which means story. Notice here we have a little comb here. When you use it, the pronunciations become stronger. So instead of قصة, it becomes قصة. Okay, so next one we have قميص, which means shirt. Okay, number 15, we have حرف الضاد. You want to pronounce it like a fat da. So for this one we have ضوء, which means light. Then we have أخضر, which means green. Then we have أبيض, which means white. Next one we have حرف الطاء. So for this one we have طالب, which means student. Then we have مطار, which is airport. Then we have قط, which means cat. Okay, next one, number 17, we have حرف الضاء, which means, then we have ظل, which means shadow. Then we have نظيف, which means clean. And last one we have حفظ, which means memorization. Okay, number 18 we have حرف العين. I wrote this for this pronunciation. We have عين, which we don't have in English, so I wrote it as a 3 because when you write it in the opposite side it looks like the letter. In Morocco we use this when we text people, so I'm gonna write حرف العين like this for now. So first word we have عين, which means eye. Then we have معلم, which means teacher. Then we have ربع, which means quarter. So for this letter حرف العين, in the beginning it's written normal, but when it's in the middle or at the end of the word, you're gonna write it like a triangle, kind of like this. So make sure to remember it. Okay, so this is the end of part 3. We're gonna go to part 4. So number 19 we have حرف الغين. So we have the first word, we have غرفة, which means room. Then we have صغير, which means small. Then we have فارغ, which means empty. Okay, next one we have حرف الفاء. So we have فيل, which means elephant. Then we have مفتاح, which means key. Then we have أنف, which means nose. So next one we have حرف القاف. You want to use your throat when you say قاف. So for the first word we have قلم, which means pen. Then we have بقرة, which means cow. Then we have ورق, which is paper. Number 22 we have حرف الكاف. So you want to use the top of your mouth again, but your tongue has to be in the back, so you say calf. So for the first word we have kitab, which is book. Then we have sukkar, which means sugar. Then we have samak, which means fish. You can see that it's written differently when it's in the beginning or in the middle, so make sure to remember it. It's written like this, حرف الكاف. For example, kitab, kitab. Okay, so we're gonna go to number 23. So we have حرف اللام, which is like this, like a hook. So first word we have ليل, which means night. Then we have قلم, which means pen. Then we have جمل, which is camel. Then we have number 24, حرف الميم, like this. First word we have ماء, which means water. Then سمك, we have fish. Then قلم, which means pen. Okay, so this is the last part. We have number 25, حرف النون, which is written like this. So first word we have نجم, which is star. Then we have bint, which means girl. Then we have لبن, which means milk, or in other dialects, yogurt. Okay, number 26, we have حرف الهاء. You can write it like on the keyboard, like a circle, or like I've been taught, you can write it like a knot. And in the beginning of the sentence, it's written like this. In the middle, it's written like this, like a knot. So first word we have هذا, which means this. Then نهر, which means river. Then we have وجه, which means face. In the end, it's written like this, like a flag. Okay, number 27, we have حرف الواو, which is like a 9, kind of. So the first word we have ورد, which means roses. Then we have نور, which means light. Then we have حلو, which means sweet. And last but not least, we have the last letter, which is حرف الياء, which is written like this. First word we have يد, which means hand. Then بيت, which is house. Then كرسي, which means chair. When it's in the beginning or in the middle of a sentence, you write it like this. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching.